What's going on? I'm Lazy E, and on the line right now, we've got Maria Brink of In This Moment.
How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for jumping on with us.
No problem. You and In This Moment going to be at the Sherman Theater May 14th. What I want to know is, do you have to get into a certain mindset before performing your songs?
Yeah, I mean, completely. You really do. I have like a playlist that I play, and I completely have to let go of, everyday worldly things that we're dealing with and just life and kind of go into this other part of myself.
I get you. Now, is there anything weird on that playlist that people wouldn't think Maria Brink would have?
I love that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what people think I would have in there, so it's hard to say. But, I mean, it's pretty diverse all over the place, but I love, there's a lot of Wardruna in there. It kind of brings out like this primal side of myself. And Wardrunas, they're really talented. They did a lot of the soundtrack for that show, The Vikings.
Okay.
And it's just really good. If people haven't heard it before, you can check it out yet. But it definitely makes you feel this kind of primal part of yourself.
I was kind of hoping you would say something like Hanson or NSYNC.
Well, you never know. There could be some surprises in there.
I'll say that's one of my guilty pleasures is 90s boy bands.
That's so funny. I love that. I love some 90s stuff too, and I loved like Mazzy Star and some of the best stuff comes from the 90s. There's so much innovation in the 90s. There really was.
Yeah, absolutely. Maria Brink, if In This Moment, on the line with me now, coming to the Sherman Theater May 14th. And at one point you were named by Revolver magazine as one of the hottest chicks in hard rock and metal. Do you think lists like that kind of demean women as lead singers?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just silly, I mean, that was the beginning of my career, and I was like, there's a lot of ways to look at the word hot. Hot can mean like fire and powerful, and but yeah, you can't judge anybody, man or woman, I think, based off of just what they look like. I mean, music is emotion, it's art, it's all of the things, it takes us over. So I think things like that are a little bit silly,
I'm glad you said that, because if it wasn't for people looking past looks, I wouldn't have a fiance.
Oh, I'm sure that's not true.
Oh, no, believe me, it is true.
I love that. But, it's like, and looks can only get people so far, and you got to back up in life and in your career or in your art. It's got to be the soul. It's got to be the energy, really. The looks can be like one thing, but I've seen some people before. I thought, well, that's a beautiful person, and got to know them, and it might be kind of yucky and dark inside. And they actually change to me when I look at them. Like their looks change to me after knowing who they are. So, it works in all different ways.
Yeah. And now I've seen this question being asked a lot recently. Who is your rock god?
I don't know. I couldn't. It's so hard to pick. I have influence and have definitely like my top favorites. It's just so hard. I mean, if you could ask me if there's one person I could work with that really, I just be like, oh my gosh, it's probably Trent Reznor for me.
All right, yeah. That's a very good pick. Very talented dude. He does some soundtracks too. I mean, he does everything.
Yeah. Oh, he does everything. I mean, so inspiring. I mean, everything he does is just amazing. So if I could work with someone and learn from someone, it would be just such an honor. Yeah, who knows? You never know, right?
Yeah, hey, just tweet it out there. That's how people get stuff, or Snapchat, or one of those things out there. Now,
I'm horrible at that stuff.
So am I. I have a person in here recording me so I could have it on social media.
Me too. I like to be private and kind of hide in the shadows. I got to push myself to really do the socials and do those types of things, because I do like to connect with our fans and, be able to reach out and have that connection. But yeah, I'm definitely not the selfie Snapchatty. I've never done Snapchat in my life, but I do see some of our other socials, and it's a little tricky for me. I like to take the more obscure route.
Okay, but besides in this moment, Maria Brink, you've been dabbling in painting under Maria Brink's Wonderland. I want to know, what's the weirdest thing you've painted?
Oh, I don't know. And it's mariabrink.com. I've switched it over, but
Okay.
And there's all kinds of stuff on there. You know, I haven't like put any of my artwork out there in a long time. What is the last thing I've painted? The weirdest thing that I've painted? I don't know. That's probably, you know, I did a silhouette paint. I mean, I guess that's not weird. What is people? I used to do like a lot of baby doll heads, and
Ooh.
I love like old, really. I used to collect like not so more as much anymore, but like the really old vintage dolls. I just found them to be like, I loved them, but a lot of people found them to be a little bit strange and things. And then I've also done like mold things with my body and stuff, art like that, and silhouettes and things, and created like things coming out of it. But you'd have to see it to, I guess, understand.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I got an idea for the weirdest thing you could paint. You could paint Sherman Theater. I'll be down there May 14th. Check out In This Moment. And you could paint me as a classic nude, but half centaur.
Well, let me think about that. Maybe we can get some time in there. Maybe we can make this painting happen.
I like
used to
that.
say how cool would it be if I would like paint one song, paint through like a quick kind of painting of one song, and then like give it away at the end of the night. Or create during a song, but I haven't quite dabbled in that one yet. But it's something I kind of strive to do on stage.
That's a really good idea. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it.
Maybe you could do that at the Sherman Theater May 14th. In This Moment, going to be there. And Maria Brink, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you so much. We cannot wait to see you all. Let's have a night we will never forget, and we're really excited to come down.